true concept of that is crazy. I've been trying to contemplate death for fucking weeks, actually months, and I still can't get my head around it. I'm still scared.
What do you mean? What do you mean, scared?
Yeah, it'll happen at any time. It doesn't matter.
I want to. That's the thing. Everything else in this life is predictable. It's something I can feel, touch, smell, all that stuff. Death is like.
You don't see it coming. It just happens, bro.
And bro,
I just pull
the thing
up
is,
to that. That's it, bro.
I've had some like near death and like bad trip experiences, bro, where I've come close to like thinking about,
this might be my time,
bro. But like it's the scariest thing ever, bro. And I'm just like, bro, I need to face that fear specifically.
Nah, bro.
And looking in the eyes.
Don't fear it. When it comes, it comes. It's just how it is. You really just have to be like,
maybe you're just that person, you know, like you want to go somewhere so badly, but then what if I just trip up and I don't make it?
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Not that I don't make it. I just want to be prepared. Why do I want to be prepared for it?
Because
you just fucked with me right there. Interesting. No. I'm changing my mind on this shit. Why do I want to be prepared to die? Like, what's the point? Why? Like, if it's just to move on in a direction, because I'm afraid of some point of the process. But if it's happening, it happens, and then that's it. But like, bro. Actually, it's because this is the only reality I know and I'm very comfortable with it. I've been on this planet for 21 years, and although people try to control you all the time, it's fucking lovely, bro. Like, feeling emotions, the way that I can control them, move them up and down and shit, bro, this place is awesome. Like, even the concept of a body itself, I'm just like, bro, one day I won't have this. Like, what if I didn't have an arm? Like, all of this is here, and it's all working, and I don't really have to do anything about it, but just live the experience like a fucking sim. So like, I enjoy it, and what happens after this, I'm just like, bro, is it gonna be better than this specifically? You know, like, is it, or is it? That's what I'm saying. Or is it gonna be worse? Like, am I gonna be scared? It's gonna be just some intermittent dream, because dreams are, I like them, but they're also scary as fuck because they just move from one place to another, and there's no stability. You know what? That's what I like about this reality, the stability of it.
All right, let me drop some ideas on you real quick.
Yeah, of course.
What are you saying? When you're saying you like reality because of the stability?
Yeah.
Your brain likes the reality because it's used to the stableness that this reality is.
Damn.
So you specifically have been cultivated to like this reality you're in right now.
Jeez, that's deep as fuck.
And that only means that if you were put somewhere else you're not used to being, you're not gonna like that reality you're in at that time, and you're gonna want to go back to what your reality is supposed to be.
God damn.
Even so now, if you think about it like this, if you was an octopus, my nigga, right? The octopuses are smart enough to have the same kind of consciousness that we do, right? They like their reality, whether or not they're fucking octopus, they know that humans exist.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But we wouldn't be comfortable with the idea of being in the ocean. Anything could be living, anything could be moving. Being an octopus and all of which is going on. We don't know which way's up. We just know that shit be happening, you know? Yeah. Anything can pop out at us, and we have to fend for ourselves. You know what I mean?
It's a jungle.
If we were octopus, we'd be okay with that reality.
If I remembered this one, no.
Exactly. That's the thing. Because
I don't remember anything before that. And that's the other thing that just trips me up. You're probably right, because I've probably already been to the death part. Because where was I before this?
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
I've probably already been to wherever we're going to go after death. But for some reason, being here is just, since I don't have any memory of a past or present, or past or future, it's just like, this is what I'm comfortable with and I like this. And the idea of moving out of it freaks the fuck out of me. Like, it really does. Like, bro, like, and there's no guarantee I'll come back. But the thing is, if you're saying that's true, why do I fucking like it so much? Is it because I'm trained to like it, or is it because I actually fucking like it?
It's because your brain is trained to like it.
Shit.
That's literally all it is. If you want to look at things from a completely practical point of view,
yeah,
a pragmatic vision, you didn't exist after you were conceived.
Or before I was conceived, no.
No, sorry, you didn't exist before you were conceived.
No.
So from that point on, everything that all the ideas that you have are ideas that were built on what you've seen or what you
have on this fucking planet.
The foundation of everything that's here right now.
That's deep as fuck. What the fuck? Jeez. Wow. Okay. Nah. Okay. Then that's just how my body works. I'm supposed to like here, because if I don't like here, I'm just gonna kill myself.
Yep.
Fair enough.
And some people just go through that shit. They're like, I don't like it here.
Bro, trust me, I know how it feels. It's weird. It's like you have to pull your whole entire brain in. Because once you remove all the boundaries, like once I removed the boundary of Christianity, the idea of killing myself didn't become an illegal thing. Mm-hmm. It was just like, I don't like my life. Oh, this is tempting. It's tempting. But it's really be like that. It's like, okay, like this feels terrible. Like I don't want to be here specifically, especially with the idea of you're built on reputation and ego and stuff, and that's how we're all raised. If your reputation is bad enough, like if you're a porn star, you're doing your shit, and then one day you just snap out of it, you're just like, wow, I was a porn star.
Here, but like I have no choice.
I have no choice but to be here, and like my past is what society would call disgusting. So it's just like, of course you want to kill yourself. It just makes fucking sense. Like find a new society, find a new fucking life, as far as I'm concerned. But you can't do that.
You gotta find a new society. If you're discontent with what you have right now,
and that's why I'm happy.
Yeah.
Or you end it here.
Jeez.
But that's why I'm happy with like the communities they've created amongst each other. You know, they check on each other. They're like, it's like almost like a family over there, kind of. Because like we all went through the same shit, so it's like, bro. Yo, at least you wildin' though, like shit. Like, bro, like I got you, you know, like I'll support you and whatnot, like you my friend and whatnot. Yo, we're slandered in public together because people will be like, yo, shit, that's Jinx Maze and whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, if I see them in public, I'll be like, yo, what's up? But that's it. But I'm not gonna be like, yo, this girl's like, yo, she's doing that stuff. There's no judgment, bro. Like, you just happen to be in that lifestyle. I'm not gonna be upset with you. Live your lifestyle. As long as, like, if you hate, like, bro, the sadness is, when you hear stories about shorties who like kill themselves because they realize like that shit wasn't what they wanted and all that, I'm like, yo, you got pulled into that life and you didn't want to be there.
Yeah,
that's actually unfortunate, but it happens. Like this is what life is. Life does that to you. It happens sometimes. Like you could say that's not gonna happen to nobody ever. The world is perfect. No, bad shit happens
to people.
It happens, and it's something to like really reflect on, especially when it comes to death as well. Like we think that you could go to a bar and come home every night. Nothing bad would happen to you. Nah, sometimes people die and they don't go home when they come to the bar. Sometimes they go to the grocery store, don't come home. Sometimes they go to school, they don't come home. This shit happens everywhere. It doesn't matter where you live, in any country. There's chances and probabilities, but the whole thing is chaos essentially. Someone could just be angry that one day and my dude, you not coming home. The one white kid you bullied for how many years, you not coming home. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how life is, and we have to constantly think about like acknowledge this and remember this. But you don't want to talk about it all the time, but I think about that all the time. So you gotta live life in the specific notion that like yo.
It's better not to care about that than it is to worry about it.
Exactly. Yeah, when it comes, it comes.
When it comes, it comes.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
I think about things like how, I mean, even here, like there's the four of us, four unrelated. Well, you and I are fucking related, but we're all here having a conversation using language developed over hundreds of thousands of years.
Fuck, bro. I'm looking at him just like, bro. To a fucking cat, I'd be speaking fucking gibberish. Literally. Have you ever seen two cats talk? You're not even fucking interested in what they're saying. Whatever's going on to them, it'll lose you. To them, they're just
you never know what they're talking about.
That's what I'm saying. Like you're not the only reason that makes us human is that we're involved in the social connection of being human. But we look at cats, dogs, and other animals as just separate things that don't really have that.
And they're a lot like us,
bro. They might be exactly like us.
Just a different form. Just a different form.
Which makes me question my fucking values. Because if these motherfuckers don't give a fuck, I want to be like that. I look at the animals, I'm just like, bro, these guys are just able to vibe and not give a fuck.
Yeah. Like, they're really like out here, no laws, fuck you, I'll kill you.
And it's just like, yes, okay, so we need some sort of civilization, but like, dog, like, I don't know. I guess the part of being human is learning to control that animalistic side a little bit more.
Yeah. That's the key gene, my guys.
Even as right now, we are not probably. We are in the best place in human history.
Of course.
Right now.
Because like,
so thanks to our ancestors, everybody who contributed to this, died for this, lived for this, lied for this. Thank you. It's just a general thank you.
Fuck you, but
even
thank you, slave owners, for inbreeding the strongest slaves, because like you made some pretty cool ass niggas. I inherited genes that I don't deserve. And I didn't work for it, unfortunately.
Bro, exactly. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, dog, I could survive the harsh summers, the cold winters. Like, yo, I'm out here chicken dinner.
It's a flex, bro. Nigga, like, we got guys going to space, for God's sakes. All right. I don't know. Like, I love it. But man, I'm gonna hate getting old. Jesus Christ. I know all this is a part of life. Death, getting old. This right now, the way that my brain functions, the way it's improving every fucking day, I fucking love this shit. It's exciting, for God's sakes. Imagine my mind deteriorating and me being aware of it. Actually, maybe if it's deteriorating, I won't be aware of it.
You won't be aware of it.
Fuck.
Maybe.
No, not maybe. Not maybe.
Bro, imagine if guys who are mental are conscious.
Is that dementia?
I actually thought about that.
It's inevitable.
I've thought about it.
You know?
Like, you're not at that stage to even process that, bro. Like, you won't even know.
That is dementia, correct?
Well,
would you label that as true dementia?
Yeah.
No. Because dementia is like a condition
you forget
by a bunch of other things.
Oh, okay,
so
okay.
What happens to us naturally is what happens to us naturally. And they're giving it names too. But
yeah.
Your eyesight deteriorates, your sense of smell deteriorates, your mouth your jaws.
Your skin doesn't hold yourself together so much.
The DNA ends just slowly get cut off and you start losing shit.
Loose.
Yeah, bro.
Your hair ain't growing the same way.
Yeah.
And when we decided, let's go like replace an A or T gene, bro. Nah, let's stop cutting it up, bro. What are you fucking doing that for?
They want to put a limit on us.
Nah, bro. Stop doing this. We're not supposed to be fucking around like this, bro.
Well, I know what's crazy? I thought like I could be able to, well, I had crazy ideas when I was in high school.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I could have the ability to like make myself immortal through science and shit. Like, bro, but like
yes,
the way that my life is, maybe I can.
Yes, you can.
Well, actually, yes, I can. But the way that my life is developing right now, bro, I've had so many goddamn step backs. Because the whole key to all of this science shit is getting rich. Mm-hmm. Literally. That's the only thing. And I could commit to a doctorate or science and do that shit, but I want to get rich through music. Mm-hmm. Right? It sounds dumb. It's low chances of making it. I'm fully aware of all my odds. Everyone fucking reminds me.
2% is really rich. Not everyone. Not all those artists are rich. Just like,
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But like, I want to make it through the craft I choose. One thing is a fuck you, but another thing is just like it'll be the most fun to do that. Exactly. To be honest, if I got rich through getting all this other shit and like I just didn't do music, bro, I feel like I'd miss out on a part of my life. Yeah. You know, like yes, I can be a doctor and pull nerves apart. I know I'm a fucking genius, but like, no. I don't want to.
No.
It's your choice.
It's my choice, bro. If I get successful through music, I can travel the world, make a bunch of sounds from my mouth that I enjoy, that just make life feel sweet, and just let it flow, make money from that, and then do all the science shit I need to do, you know, and then start making machines and shit. But first thing I need is the successful part, which I'm finding is more challenging than I thought it would be. When I looked at it in childhood, I thought it'd be hop, skip, jump. I'm gonna be rich, but nigga, I'm in debt. It's weird as fuck.
Success is not found by the dollar amount,
bro.
It's about the feeling you feel inside, bro.
I don't know, man. I'm attached to. Yes, you're right.
Sold that idea.
I'm sold to it, and I'm attached to it.
All right.
So for some reason, the idea of material, like wealth and growth, it means something to me for some reason. It's almost like an accomplishment. Like I'm here and I've worked to be here and I actually deserve to be here almost. Right? Until I've worked up to that, like
you will never feel that way though, even when you get there. I tell you that. You won't. You'll if you listen to some of the most famous people talk about their lifestyles and how they live and why they just kind of keep to themselves because they can't believe that like the shit's really like that. They just live like that. Some people own up to it and be like, I'm gonna take pictures with everybody. Duh. But some people really just want to live their life normal and they can't do it anymore.
Jeez.
So like,
yeah, some of the repercussions of that would suck. Like having people watch you all the time, that would suck.
It gets hard. It gets hard. I'll tell you that. But like figuring that out, it's like, are you really set for this life? Like, do you really want all those things that are coming to you? They say when you get there,
of course.
But
people aren't aware.
Let's look at a case study real quick. Came across some information not long ago, and it had reminded me of what kind of situation Notch, the founder of Minecraft, got himself in. Right? So he developed Minecraft, right?
Oh,
the original developer of the game, and had the team grow. You know, gaming company kind of got big. They're working on a bunch of other projects and stuff like that. But Minecraft kept growing and stuff, right? Then, in an instance of like a kind of like an announcement through a tweet, he wanted to get rid of his majority share in Minecraft, and he's like, I don't feel like doing this anymore because I kept getting blamed for things that I had no control over anymore. Because people would just be like, it's Notch, you know what I mean? Because he's the first guy that everybody refers to. So that fame got to his head. People started hating him for the things that they didn't have going on in the game, and then Microsoft had proposed the $2.5 billion buyout. Exactly. Jeez. So he'd sold Minecraft, right? And now he's a billionaire overnight. It's almost insane. I mean, on top of the fact that the game was already making sales, it was almost like $10 a copy at the time. You're making like 300 and something million sales, right? And that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
You're a billionaire already. And so what had happened is he, when he got his money, bought a manor, right? And started living in, he got all this shit, all this money, just started partying and doing all that free nigga shit that you want to do, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you got all the money in the world and nobody could stop you, you're a billionaire. You know what I mean? You get to spend all of it. You get to do whatever you want. He got really lonely really quickly, and he didn't have a purpose outside of just developing games, a thing that he loved to do, and it ate at him. And he's now like he's like worse off than he was when he was developing the game, and he's rich as hell. He's got the resources, and he can do and put money to where he wants it to go. Yeah. But he doesn't have a purpose. So kudos to you, because you have a purpose. It's a good place to start, and you should never forget it, no matter how successful you are.
2 points I could add to that. Well, to contradict your thinking, but no smoke behind it, obviously. As of right now, I'm lonely and I'm broke. So being lonely and rich it would be like a transfer. At least I could. I'm lonely, but my social status is higher, so I can do whatever I want and invent what I want. But where I guess handling a leadership position is difficult. That's the thing. I know being successful means you're a leader, and some people cannot handle that. And I fully get it. Like, sometimes you want to be free, but being free is not being free and having money. Being free is having purpose and being able to be on that purpose all the time. For some reason, handling Minecraft probably got too hard for him. I don't know. But I feel if I stayed on the purpose that I'm on and I'm pushing society forward until my last fucking breath, I'll enjoy everything. But I understand where you're coming from. Like, sometimes you can get all the money and it won't do anything for you. It'll make you lonely as fuck. Because, like, especially if you didn't mature while you were broke, and you matured while you had money, so you started to realize, people only want you for money, like that. Like, if you didn't realize all that shit when you were broke,
some people don't realize that. Yeah,
and you figure out all that when you're rich, bro, you are going to be fucking depressed, right? And like, that's a really deep, dark place, to be honest. But once again, having leadership and having purpose, if you can hold that and maintain it, you'll never lose a second, I feel like. But that's just my opinion, though.
It's enjoying the journey, really. It's important to do that. And not a lot of people do that, which is pretty sad. They really just strive for one thing and then don't take in that, like, your nephew's growing up or your niece is growing up and shit like that. And, like, you miss all the little things, and it's like, bro, fuck. Like, if I was there, I'd be like, I was there for that. I saw you fuck up and run into that tree and look stupid. You know what I'm saying?
And even while you're enjoying the experience of them growing up, you're not even really noticing them.
Yeah, because you're too busy chasing one thing. Yeah, and that's things that, like, so small things you have to dedicate yourself to. It's like, do you realize what you're missing? But there's always, that's what they say when they say sacrifice, bro. Yeah. You have to give up something. And it's rough.
Yeah, that's what literally, like, I got into that point, especially when I was trying to build my mind back up. I'm just like, if I want to succeed, I'm going to sacrifice anybody in my life in order to achieve that. Came out in a large emotional detriment, but ready, fully. And it's just like, you're right. I actually ended up learning that from fucking movies, to be honest. Not the sacrifice part, but the part where you're supposed to enjoy life and enjoy it. For some reason, living, like, movies used to grab me, and I used to, like, live through the fucking main character and feel everything he's feeling. I love that, honestly. When a movie's main character isn't, like, a fucking political ploy.
Yeah.
And I can actually, and I can actually, like, identify with them and their experience.
Because their experiences are real.
Right? I'm just, once they get to that stage where they're in their purpose, and I'm like, I'm with them. I'm flying with the fucking superhero. I'm feeling what they're feeling. I'm falling in love with them when they're falling in love. Like, I'm just like, I want that, and I wanted to. That's what I wanted to mirror in my life this whole time. That's why I feel like when they showed us all those Bible movies, that's what I pulled specifically that nobody else pulled. It was just that feeling, because it's not. I feel like with the human experience, it's about the fucking emotions. However you're feeling is going to lead your fucking day, which means if you're having a bad day and you're boggled down, you're not going to be imaginative at the end of the day. You're not going to be thinking about great things. You're going to be fucking tired and you're going to go back to fucking sleep. I'm trying to have that feeling where I'm the protagonist in the fucking movie and I'm literally at the edge of the world pushing it forward. But like, you definitely can't explain or give that to anyone.
No. You have to like really like. Well, it all depends on the person you talk to. Because some of us like really we think of like, oh shit. So today's story is about But like, are you willing to make that story happen yourself? Or are you gonna just sit home and like, it's something you have to really think about. But like, not a lot of people are like that. They kind of just live for like the tasks that are on the list or something like that. Like, it all depends on how your brain's wired in your environment. Like, bro, it all comes back to like, what you've been around, what you've been exposed to, your experiences, So all of us are pretty different, varying experiences, which is important because now we understand. Like, listen, no matter how different we are, we can come on. What do you call it? An agreement that it's like.
Agreement.
Yo, this is what life's like right now to us, you know what I mean? And then it's acceptable, bro. Like, shit, that fucking sucks. Yeah. Or that's great, that's amazing, bro. Good for you, dog. You know what I'm saying?
You can come to a consensus on things.
Yeah.
You're not just like separated. Although like all our values are different, and almost I can literally see it.
You have to,
Like, but it has to come to some sort of consensus where we all come to an understanding of
it is
things.
Good. That's the point.
That comes from understanding, though. Like, we're actually willing to listen and understand, not just listen to they speak.
Yeah.